Welcome to Voice of Westminster, the channel where we decode British politics, challenge official narratives, and give power back to the people. Mainstream media will show you one version of events. But here on Voice of Westminster, we dig deeper, expose real power dynamics, and bring hidden truths to light. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest revelations. And above all, share your thoughts in the comments and join us, because together, we can reclaim democracy and keep Westminster truly accountable. A few nights ago, the world shifted, silently, decisively, and dangerously. While most Canadians were sleeping, major headlines confirmed that the United States, under the order of Donald Trump, had joined Israel in a coordinated strike on three major nuclear sites inside Iran: Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. These aren't symbolic targets. These are the backbone of Iran's nuclear program, deeply fortified, internationally monitored, and now, reduced to rubble. This strike didn't come out of nowhere. For months, the tension in the Middle East has been building. Israel, under growing threat from Iranian proxies like Hezbollah, warned that red lines were about to be crossed. Iran, emboldened by years of soft diplomacy from the West, accelerated uranium enrichment inside mountain-hardened facilities. And while the media in Ottawa and Washington remained obsessed with climate conferences and symbolic bills, Israel and Iran edged closer and closer to direct confrontation. But this time, it wasn't just Israel that pulled the trigger. The United States acted, not with words, not with sanctions, but with stealth bombers and deep penetration bunker busters. President Trump, back in office with a sharper tone and a clear mandate, ordered the strike to avoid, in his own words, the nightmare everyone sees coming. You may disagree with his style, but one thing is clear: he did not hesitate. Iran's response came swiftly. Its state media called the strike an act of war. Within hours, missiles were launched from Iranian territory toward Israeli cities. Some were intercepted. Others landed. Now, the world watches and wonders: are we facing a regional war, or something much worse? In Ottawa, the reaction was timid. Mark Carney, more comfortable with economic forecasts than foreign conflict, issued a mild statement calling for de-escalation and dialogue. Dialogue with whom? Iran's Revolutionary Guard? Proxy militias trained to destroy Western influence? Once again, our leaders speak with bureaucratic detachment while the world burns in real time. Among many Canadians, especially those over 35, who remember how quickly peace can fall apart, the mood is very different. They understand that deterrence, not appeasement, has always preserved peace. They remember a time when the West stood for strength, clarity, and courage. And now, many of them look to leaders like Danielle Smith, Pierre Poilievre, and even Donald Trump, and see what's clearly lacking in Ottawa: backbone. This isn't about cheering for war. It's about understanding what real security looks like. Iran has spent years testing limits, hiding behind diplomatic ambiguity, while building capabilities that could ignite the entire Middle East. Every time Israel raised the alarm, the world shrugged. Every time intelligence confirmed enrichment beyond the limits, liberal governments urged more talks. But deterrence only works when consequences follow threats. And for once, someone acted. It wasn't perfect. It didn't go through endless committees. But in one night, a clear message was sent: your secret sites are not safe. Your proxies won't shield you. And the West, or at least part of it, will respond when pushed. That message didn't come from Ottawa. Not from Paris. Not from Berlin. It came from Jerusalem and Washington, two capitals fed up with being mocked by rogue states. And for Canadians watching this unfold, there's a hard question that can't be avoided. Where do we stand? Do we continue on this path of performative politics, where concern replaces courage and moral clarity is sacrificed for optics? Or do we finally acknowledge that sometimes peace depends on strength? That sometimes action, not speeches, protects stability? There's another dimension here that most media won't touch. What message does this send to regimes watching from the sidelines? North Korea, Russia, China. When they see Iran's most secure facilities turn to dust in a single night, what new calculations begin to form? What hesitation creeps in? This strike was about Iran, but its echo is global. And what about Canada? Under Mark Carney and the liberal machine, foreign policy has become a series of climate slogans, bureaucratic panels, and soft, symbolic posturing. We don't even ask if our government will act anymore. We know it won't. The real question now is, are Canadians ready to elect leaders who see the world for what it is, not what they wish it was? Leaders like Danielle Smith, who understand that sovereignty means defending your interests, not apologizing for them. Leaders like Pierre Poilievre, who speak plainly about the threats to our economy, our culture, and yes, our national security. These voices are rising because Canadians are tired of watching their country lose its courage, its relevance, and its strength. This is not a call for war. It's a call for awareness. The time of abstract threats is over. We are entering an era where action, not rhetoric, shapes the future. And if Canada wants to remain credible, protect its people, and defend its values, we must stop pretending that weakness is wisdom. The world is changing fast. Like it or not, history is being rewritten. Not in classrooms, but on battlefields, in command centers, and in the skies over places like Fordow and Natanz. Here at Canada Inside, we don't cheer for conflict. But we do speak the truth. We raise the questions no one else wants to ask. Because in times like these, silence is not neutrality, it's complicity. Subscribe to Canada Inside. Share this video. Comment below. Make your voice heard. If Canada is ever going to be taken seriously again, it starts here, with the conversations the establishment wants to bury. And we won't let them. At Voice of Westminster, we'll keep tracking the truth behind British politics, cutting through the spin to uncover what really matters. Subscribe, stay aware, and stand with us as we expose the forces shaping the UK's future. Because only together can we hold power to account and protect the heart of real democracy.